The duffel bag is black. Nike brand. Large. Heavy. At 2:34 a.m. 3 masked men enter stop-and-go convenience store carrying it. Angela Martinez. 8 years night shift. 3 previous robberies. Immediately opens the register. This is routine. Take the cash. Leave. Everyone survives. But the bag is wrong. Robberies don't involve duffel bags. Robberies involve guns, demands cash exit. Simple, but the second man holds the bag carefully. Too carefully. Like it contains something fragile. Something alive. Angela hands over $347. The first man takes it. But Angela's eyes stay on the bag. The zipper isn't fully closed. A gap. Maybe 4 inches. And through that gap, Angela sees fabric. Pink. A child's jacket. Then skin. Pale. A small hand. Fingers limp. Unconscious or worse. The hand belongs to a girl. Young. The bag moves slightly, breathing but shallow. Drugged. The girl can't be more than 12 years old. Angela's vision narrows. Her daughter Sophia is 13. Sleeps 3 blocks away. Same small hands. Same age. Same vulnerability. The third man catches Angela staring. "You didn't see nothing," he says. Not a question. A command. The men leave. The bell above the door chimes cheerfully. Same sound it makes for every customer. But Angela stands frozen, staring at the door they just left through. The security camera above her recorded everything. The girl, the bag, the men, evidence. Angela's been trained. Don't get involved. Robberies happen. You survive by staying quiet. But this isn't robbery. This is trafficking. The girl in the bag is someone's daughter. Someone's Sophia. Angela picks up the phone. Her hands shake. She knows the statistics. Witnesses in trafficking cases get killed. Cartels don't leave loose ends. Angela has Sophia to think about, but she also has the image of that small, limp hand burned into her memory. She dials 911. "I need to report a crime. Human trafficking. 3 men just left my store with a girl in a bag. I have it on camera." The operator asks for her name. Angela gives it and becomes the witness that cartels hunt. 8 hours earlier, Angela Martinez clocked in at 11:58 p.m. 2 minutes early, as always. The night shift at Stop-and-Go convenience store on 3rd Street paid $16 an hour. $2 more than the day shift. That $2 meant groceries, meant Sophia's school supplies, meant keeping the lights on in their apartment 3 blocks away. Angela was 41 years old, single mother, 8 years on this shift. She knew every pattern, every regular customer, every sound the store made at night. The fluorescent lights hummed at a frequency that gave most people headaches. Angela didn't notice anymore. The coolers buzzed. The coffee machine gurgled. The security monitors flickered in grainy black and white. The store was small. 8 aisles, bulletproof glass at the counter, panic button under the register that Angela had pressed 3 times in 8 years. 3 robberies, 3 police reports, 3 insurance claims. Corporate's policy was clear. Employee life is worth more than the register. Don't resist. Don't be a hero. Give them the cash. Angela never had been a hero. She had Sophia to think about. Tonight felt like every other night. Angela restocked cigarettes behind the counter, brewed fresh coffee that no one would drink until 4 a.m., checked the security cameras. Parking lot empty, aisles clear, back door locked. At 12:30 a.m., the first customers arrived. Cab drivers, Marcus and Tony, regulars, buying energy drinks and cigarettes. Slow night, Marcus asked. "Every night's slow," Angela replied, scanning his Red Bull and Marlboros. 7:43. Marcus paid cash, left $1 tip in the jar by the register. Angela smiled. Small kindnesses mattered on the night shift. At 1:15 a.m., the bar crowd trickled in. Drunk but harmless, Angela had learned to read people. Who was dangerous, who was just loud. These were loud. She sold them chips, candy, cigarettes, sent them on their way. By 2 a.m., the store was empty. The dead hour. The neighborhood, 3rd Street and Monroe, was quiet. The factory across the street had closed 2 years ago. The housing projects were 3 blocks east. Not much traffic between 2 and 3 a.m. Angela wiped down the counter, organized the lottery ticket display, checked her phone, text from Sophia, sent at 10 p.m. before bed. "Love you, Mom, good night." Angela typed back, "Love you, baby. See you in the morning." Sophia was 13, smart, beautiful, everything Angela wasn't at that age. Sophia wanted to be a doctor. Angela worked night shifts to make that possible. At 2:34 a.m., the bell above the door chimed. 3 men entered. Angela's training kicked in immediately. She recognized the pattern. Ski masks, gloves, one watching the door, one approaching the counter, one holding something. Robbery number 4. Angela's pulse stayed steady. She'd survived 3. She'd survived this. "Registers open," Angela said, hands visible, voice calm. The first man, tall, 20s, nervous energy, pointed a 9mm at her face. "Cash. Now." Angela opened the register. $347. Not much. Slow night. She placed the bills on the counter. No sudden movements. No eye contact. Don't give them a reason to panic. The first man scooped up the cash. Standard transaction. But something was wrong. The second man, shorter, older, harder, held a duffel bag. Black Nike bag. Large. And he held it carefully. Both hands. Like it was fragile. The third man, youngest, maybe 19, stood by the door, watching the parking lot. Angela's eyes moved to the bag. She couldn't help it. The zipper was partially open. 4-inch gap at the top. Through that gap, pink fabric, a jacket, child-sized. Then Angela saw the hand, small, pale, fingers limp, not moving, not clenching, not responding. The hand belonged to a girl. The bag moved slightly, shallow breathing, drugged or unconscious. Angela's vision tunneled. Her ears rang. She'd seen enough crime scene photos, enough news reports. She knew what she was looking at. Human trafficking. The girl in that bag was maybe 12 years old, maybe younger, and she was alive. Barely, but alive. The third man caught Angela staring. "You didn't see nothing," he said. His voice was flat. "Dead. A man who'd killed before and would kill again. You understand me?" Angela forced herself to nod, to look away, to survive. The men left. The bell chimed. The door closed. Angela stood alone in the fluorescent-lit store. The security camera had recorded everything. 4 angles. The girl, the bag, the men's builds, their gaits, their voices. Evidence. Angela's training was clear. Survive first, report later. Call the police after they're gone. File the report. Let detectives handle it. But Angela also knew the reality. She'd grown up in this neighborhood. She knew how cartels operated. Witnesses in trafficking cases didn't survive. Witnesses got killed. Their families got killed. Homes burned down. Children disappeared. Angela had Sophia, 13 years old, 3 blocks away. The smart move was to say nothing, erase the footage, forget. But Angela couldn't unsee that hand, that small, limp, pale hand. Someone's daughter, someone's Sophia. Angela picked up her phone. Her hands shook so badly she almost dropped it. She knew what this call meant. She was signing her own death warrant. But she dialed 911 anyway. The response? The operator's voice was professional, detached. 911. What's your emergency? Human trafficking, Angela said. Her voice cracked. 3 men just left my store with a girl. In a bag. She's unconscious. I have it on camera. Pause. The operator's tone sharpened. Ma'am, are you safe? Are the men still there? They left 2 minutes ago. What's your location? Stop and Go convenience store. 3rd Street and Monroe. Stay on the line. Officers are en route. Angela stayed on the line. Her eyes locked on the security monitors. The parking lot was empty. The street was quiet. But she knew they'd come back. At 2:47 a.m., 13 minutes after the call, 2 patrol cars arrived. Lights off. No sirens. Tactical approach. 4 officers entered the store. Angela recognized one. Officer Ramirez. He'd responded to her second robbery 3 years ago. Angela, Ramirez said, you called in trafficking? Angela nodded, pointed to the security monitor. Camera 4. Replay from 2:34. The officers crowded around the monitor. Angela pulled up the footage. There. 3 men entering. The bag. The partial zipper. The pink jacket visible for 2 seconds as the second man shifted his grip. Can you zoom in? Ramirez asked. Angela zoomed. Enhanced. The image pixelated but clear enough. A child's hand. Limp. Pale. Jesus. One of the younger officers whispered. Ramirez pulled out his radio. Dispatch. This is Unit 23. Confirmed human trafficking. Need detectives, FBI liaison, and traffic cams pulled for 3rd Street eastbound from Monroe. 3 male suspects, 1 vehicle, child victim confirmed. He turned to Angela. You get a plate number? They parked out of camera range. I didn't see the vehicle. Description? First man, 6 feet lean, 20s. Nervous. Second man, 5'8", stocky, 40s in charge. Third man, 5'10", 19 maybe lookout. Ramirez wrote it down. You did good calling this in. Angela's hands were still shaking. They told me not to. They always do. They'll come back. Ramirez met her eyes. We'll have patrol outside your apartment. And here. Round the clock until we make arrests. For how long? Ramirez didn't answer. The investigation. At 3:15 a.m., Detective Sarah Chun arrived. FBI Human Trafficking Task Force. 40-something. Sharp eyes. No-nonsense demeanor. She reviewed the footage 3 times. Took Angela's statement. Asked about details Angela hadn't noticed. Tattoos, none visible. Accents, generic American. Brands, Nike bag, North Face jackets. You did the right thing, Chun said. But I'm not going to lie to you. You're in danger. Angela wrapped her arms around herself. How much danger? These men are part of a network, local cell, but connected to larger operations. They move girls through the city, usually runaways, migrants, vulnerable kids. If they know you identified them, they'll kill me. Chun didn't sugarcoat it. Yes, and my daughter. We'll protect you both. Witness protection if necessary. Angela laughed. It came out bitter. Witness protection. New names. New city. Leave everything behind. It's better than the alternative. Angela thought about Sophia, 13 years old. Her school. Her friends. Her life. How long does witness protection last? Until the trial. Or until we dismantle the network. How long is that? Chun hesitated. Could be months. Could be years. Angela closed her eyes. At 4:30 a.m., Chen's phone rang. She stepped outside to take it. Returned 2 minutes later. Traffic cams caught the vehicle. Black Chevy Suburban. Plates registered to a shell company we've been tracking. We've got an address. You found her! Angela's voice cracked with hope. We're raiding the location now. SWAT's assembling. The raid at 5:17 a.m. The raid hit a warehouse on the east side. Former meatpacking plant. 20 officers. FBI. Local PD. They found 3 girls, ages 11, 13, and 14. Drugged, terrified, alive. The girl from the bag. Her name was Maria. Was among them, but the 3 men were gone. The network had been tipped off. Chun called Angela at 6 a.m. with the update. We got the girls out. Maria's safe. You saved her life. Angela felt relief flood through her. And the men? Still at large. We're hunting them. They know about me. Silence on the line. We're moving you and your daughter. Today, protective custody while we work the case. Angela looked around her apartment, the home she'd lived in for 8 years. Sophia's drawings on the fridge. Their lives. How fast do we need to pack? Officers are outside. You have 30 minutes. 30 minutes. Angela woke Sophia at 6:15 a.m. Her daughter's eyes were confused, sleepy. Mom, what's wrong? Baby, we need to pack. Fast. Just clothes. Essentials. Sophia sat up. Why? What happened? Angela knelt by her daughter's bed, took her hands. I witnessed something bad at work. Really bad. And now we need to be safe for a while. Sophia's eyes widened. Did someone hurt you? No, I'm fine. But we need to go stay somewhere else. Just for a little while. How long? Angela couldn't lie. I don't know. Sophia's face crumpled. My school. My friends. I know. I'm sorry. But this is important. They packed in silence. Angela took photos from the walls. Sophia grabbed her stuffed bear from childhood. Small things that make a place home. At 6:42 a.m., Officers Ramirez and Chun escorted them to an unmarked car. The neighborhood was waking up. Mr. Chun from 3B was getting his morning paper. Mrs. Rodriguez was leaving for her factory shift. Angela locked her apartment door. Didn't know when she'd open it again. The safe house. The safe house was 40 minutes outside the city. Suburban neighborhood. Anonymous 2-bedroom rental. Furnished but sterile. Chun briefed them in the kitchen. You'll stay here until trial, or until we make arrests. Officers will rotate outside. Don't leave without escort. Don't contact friends or family. Don't post on social media. Sophia sat on the couch, arms crossed, silent. Angela asked the question she'd been avoiding. When can we go home? The 3 suspects are connected to the Sinaloa cartel's trafficking arm. We're coordinating with DEA, FBI, Border Patrol. This is bigger than one robbery. You witnessed one transaction in a network that moves hundreds of girls a year. So months, at least. Angela felt her life collapsing. Her job, her home, Sophia's school. Gone. Was it worth it? Angela asked quietly. Chun looked at her. You saved 3 girls' lives last night. Maria's 12. She was taken from a bus stop in El Paso 3 weeks ago. Her family thought she was dead. Angela closed her eyes. Saw that small, limp hand. Yeah, Angela said. It was worth it. 3 weeks later, the safe house felt like prison. Sophia attended school online. Angela applied for jobs remotely. Officers rotated outside in unmarked cars. At night, Angela couldn't sleep. Every car that passed, every door that slammed, every phone that rang. Chun called with updates. We've made 2 arrests. Associates. They're cooperating. The 3 men from your store are still missing. But we're closing in. How close? Can't discuss operational details. But we're making progress. Progress. Weeks turned into months. Sophia grew sullen, angry. Angela grew paranoid. At week 7, Chun called at 2 a.m. We got them. All three, raid in Tucson, arrested without incident. Angela felt something loosen in her chest. It's over. You'll need to testify. Grand jury first, then trial. But yes, you're safe. 6 months later, the trial lasted 3 weeks. Angela testified on day 4, identified the 3 men, described the bag, the girl's hand, the moment she knew. The defense tried to discredit her, called her emotional, said she couldn't be certain, but the security footage didn't lie. Maria testified via video link, identified the men. The jury deliberated 4 hours. Guilty, all 3. Human trafficking, kidnapping, conspiracy, 25 years to life. Angela sat in the courtroom and cried, going home. Angela and Sophia returned to their apartment in June. 8 months after that night at the convenience store, the apartment smelled stale. Dust covered everything, but it was home. Sophia hugged her stuffed bear. Can I call my friends now? Yeah, baby. You can call them. Sophia ran to her room. Angela heard her voice, excited, tearful, reconnecting. Angela walked to her bedroom window, looked out at the neighborhood, 3rd Street, the factory, the projects, the convenience store 3 blocks away. Stop and Go had a new night shift worker. Angela had been let go. Corporate policy, extended absence. She didn't mind. She'd found a new job. Day shift at a pharmacy. Better pay, better hours. But sometimes late at night, Angela thought about that moment. The bag, the hand, the choice. And she knew, despite everything, the fear, the displacement, the cost, she'd make the same choice again. Epilogue. 1 year after the trial, Angela received a letter, handwritten, careful script. Dear Mrs. Martinez, my name is Maria Elena Vasquez. You saved my life. I don't remember much from that night. I was drugged, but my mom told me what happened. You saw me in a bag. You called the police. You became a witness even though it was dangerous. Because of you, I'm home. I'm back in school. I'm safe. Because of you. 2 other girls are safe too. I don't know how to thank you. I don't think there are words big enough. But I wanted you to know. I'm okay. I'm going to be okay. Thank you for being brave. Maria. Angela read the letter 3 times. Then she put it in a frame and hung it on her wall. Some nights, when the fear came back, when the memories surfaced, Angela would read Maria's words again and remember why courage matters, even when it costs everything, especially then.